Have you ever felt a strange tension in the air when you succeed? A smile that doesn't quite reach their eyes? A compliment that feels more like a jab? That's not your imagination. It's jealousy, and it often disguises itself in words that seem harmless but cut deep. Stoicism teaches us not to react, but to observe. To recognize when someone's rudeness is really envy in disguise. In this video, we're diving into 7 disrespectful things people say when jealousy eats away at them. If you've heard any of these before, it's time to look deeper and protect your peace. Ready to expose envy in disguise? Let's get started. Number 1, let's see how long that lasts. This phrase is jealousy in camouflage. When someone says, let's see how long that lasts, they're not doubting your success. They're secretly hoping it ends. It reveals their fear, not your fragility. Stoic philosophy teaches us not to be rattled by cynicism. Marcus Aurelius urged people to cease whining and embrace the bearable parts of life, emphasizing the value of enduring life. Jealous people hate that you're proving change is possible, so they mock the timeline, not the effort. Imagine a candle burning through a storm. Small, quiet, but still lit. That's your growth. They want it blown out because it exposes their darkness. But you don't need to convince them of your staying power. Just stay. Endurance silences doubt better than any argument. While they watch for your fall, you rise by simply continuing. In a world full of noise, consistency is rebellion. Number 2, you got lucky. When someone constantly tells you that your success is just luck, it's not a compliment, it's a dismissal. Jealous people can't acknowledge your hard work because it threatens their self-image. So instead, they try to downplay your accomplishments. A Stoic knows that luck is preparation meeting opportunity. Marcus Aurelius once stated that obstacles hinder action, while obstacles become the way. You didn't just get lucky, you persevered. The jealous person isn't really mad at your success. They're angry that you succeeded despite their doubts. When this phrase comes up, stay calm, let your actions speak, and let their words reflect who they are, not who you are. True strength just keeps getting stronger. It doesn't need to defend itself. Number 3, must be nice. This passive-aggressive phrase seems harmless, but it's filled with resentment. Must be nice to have that car. Must be nice to get attention. It's a way to criticize you for having something they secretly want. Jealousy often speaks in sarcasm. A Stoic responds with understanding, not offense. Stoic believe that one's reaction to their blessings is more important than what happens to them. Don't fall into that trap. Remain neutral. Don't explain yourself. For your development, you owe no one an apology. Just remember, what you have, you've earned. And envy is loud when success is silent. Number 4, you've changed. You started evolving, reading more, dressing better, setting boundaries, and suddenly they say, you've changed. But isn't that the goal? Jealous people don't want the old you back. They want you to stop growing. A silent seed once sprang from the ground and stretched for the sun. The other plants whispered, you've changed, but it just kept growing. Stoicism teaches us that transformation is natural, even necessary. Seneca said, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. So when they use this phrase, hear it as a sign of your progress, not their opinion. Don't shrink to make them comfortable. Stay rooted in who you're becoming, not who they remember. Number 5, you think you're better than everyone. Jealousy doesn't just attack actions, it targets perception. When you walk in confidence, they call it arrogance. When you express yourself, they label it ego. This statement is projection, not observation. They can't stand that you found internal peace without needing external permission. Stoic teachings remind us, you are not responsible for others' interpretations. If someone accuses you of thinking you're better, it's often because they already feel inferior. Your light casts a shadow on their insecurities, and rather than working on themselves, they accuse you of being too much. Don't shrink. You're not better than everyone, but you're better than who you used to be, and that's enough. Number 6, it's not a big deal. When someone says, it's not a big deal, after you've accomplished something meaningful, it's rarely honest. It's jealousy wearing indifference. They say it to shrink your achievement down to their comfort level. But what they call small may have taken everything from you: time, sacrifice, focus. Stoicism teaches us not to depend on others to validate our milestones. Seneca said, he who is not a slave to envy is truly free. The truth is, your progress might make others confront their lack of it. So instead of applauding you, they try to minimize you. Don't let it sting. A Stoic knows the value of quiet victories. Let their dismissal pass without resistance. You don't need permission to be proud. What's not a big deal to them might have been your personal mountain. Celebrate anyway, silently, calmly, and without regret. Number 7. You're doing too much. You're doing too much is often whispered by those doing too little. It sounds like concern, but it's usually discomfort. Your ambition, energy, or drive reflects what they aren't willing to give. In Stoicism, we're taught to act according to purpose, not approval. Picture a river that moves swiftly, carving valleys, nourishing everything it touches. The slower streams may say, it's too much, but the river flows anyway. Jealousy fears movement because it exposes stillness. Avoid being labeled as too driven, passionate, or focused, as it reveals their limits, not yours. Don't conform to fit someone else's comfort zone. Stay in motion. Keep rising. A Stoic doesn't apologize for momentum. You're not doing too much. You're doing what's required to become who you're meant to be. Jealousy is silent warfare, fought with words that wound softly but deeply. But Stoicism teaches us a higher response, not to absorb their poison, but to observe it. Remember that it's not about you when someone tries to minimize your progress. The rude things they say aren't reflections of your flaws. They're signs of their own discomfort with your growth. Let them whisper. Let them judge. You don't have to defend your light to those still lost in their shadows. True strength is staying calm while being provoked, and rising without needing revenge. The Stoics advise that the best revenge is to be different from the person who caused the injury. So continue to shine calmly, firmly, and unshaken. Your presence is already loud enough. If this video is valuable to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's rising too. Remember, your calm silence is louder than their jealous noise. Stay calm, stay strong, and always walk like the fire they couldn't put out. Thanks for watching.